Hi everyone, today is February 3rd, 2009, and I decided to chat a little bit about random things that have nothing to do with Daily Dollar Daily Change, but if we don't have something else to laugh about, we're going to end up crying about what's going on in the world. So it turns out that President Obama, have you all noticed that everybody on the news and on the radio just calls him Obama? Nobody hardly calls him President Obama. It's just something I've been hearing on the radio a lot. President Obama appointed Tom Daschle to be like the leader, or I'm going to call it a director, but I can't remember the title, of the Health and Human Services for the United States, and also to be the health czar for the country. And it turns out that Tom Daschle doesn't like to pay taxes. And after the media got hold of that and the legislature got hold of that, he's decided to withdraw his nomination for those positions because even though he's subsequently turned around and paid the taxes, which were over $125,000, I believe, he is withdrawing from the position. But he's not the only one. We also, today as well, Nancy Killefer was appointed by President Obama to be the Chief Performance Officer. And she withdrew as well because she has some tax issues too. So it seems like a lot of people have some tax issues going on in this country. So maybe we should do an investigation on all of our congressmen and see, and high-end appointees to the country, and see if they're all paying their bills, particularly their taxes. Because if we have their money, we won't have economic issues, right? Because they're all rich. Shh. All right. I don't know about you, but I enjoy reality TV whenever it comes on. And one of the shows that I stumbled onto is called Solitary 3.0, and it's on the Fox Reality Channel. And let me tell you, this show is hilarious, and it makes you cringe, and it makes you wonder what kind of people... Sorry. Sparky's over here playing in all my paperwork. It makes you wonder what kind of people want to go through the kind of torture that Solitary 3.0 puts you through just to win $50,000. And you say just, but $50,000 is a lot of money. But for a game show on TV, it's not really. So anyway, they put them in these isolation pods where they're all by themselves. They strip them of their names. They're all called by their number 1, number 2, number 3. One of the episode that I saw actually today, they took these really hard pinch clips and they made them put these pinch clips all over their bodies, and they wait until somebody gives up, and then when somebody gives up, they actually keep everybody else going because nobody else knows that the first person gave up. It's kind of a test on how long will you last as opposed to other people. There's Sparky again. So these they had them put like a bunch of pinch clips all over their bodies, from their arms to their face to their nose to their chest to their legs, all the way down probably to their feet. And when they took them off, you could just hear the pain from the contestants that had these pinch clips all over, because when you're pinched and the pinch clips are on you for like a couple of hours, which over the process of this whole thing, they had pinch clips on them for about 2 hours. When you pull them off, the blood rushes to that area because it's considered an injury to the body, and it makes it even more painful. So putting them on was painful enough. Putting them off, you could see the indentations in their skin, and then you could feel their pain. And then another little thing they had them do was this activity with mouse traps. I hate mouse traps because it's inevitable that whenever I put peanut butter on a mouse trap and then I try to lock the trap in, it ends up snapping on my hands, and I hate them. So I always use the glue trips. And FYI, just in case you didn't know and you do want to attract mice, peanut butter, it's very fragrant and it brings them pretty quickly. I use those glue traps that they jump in, and when I've had to do it, I haven't had to do it in a number of years, but that's a good way to get them in. Even though the glue traps might be scented, Throw a little peanut butter in the dead center, and you're right on. So this show Solitary is just hilarious to watch. And then the lady, her name is Val. She's sort of the I would call her a computer that's operating this experiment on all of these contestants. She's got a really nice voice, and yet she puts them through such torture. It's just wicked. All right, Michael Phelps, what's up? Smoking some, but doing it through a bong. Holy crap! So a couple of his sponsors have decided they're going to keep on sponsoring him, so he gets to keep his millions of dollars even though he's doing drugs. Good for him. All right, and Wells Fargo. Let me say, Wells Fargo has been on the news for the past couple of days because they were going to send their top employees off to Vegas for 12 nights. 12 nights to stay at the Wynn Hotel and at Encore, which is the new version of the Wynn. Holy smokes. And they're one of the recipients of something like $25 billion in that bailout. And they're posting a loss for their fourth quarter. Who does this stuff, and who even tries to defend that they could send employees on trips? Employees, if you're an employee for a corporation, y'all are done taking trips for a little while. You're going to be staying home. Anyway, Wells Fargo did the right thing, even though it's last minute, and they've canceled their trip. So they are not going to Vegas for a fun party, 12 days of excitement and free gifts and luxury. They're going to have to stay home and work. Oh, that hurts. Work. All right, so with that being said, that's about all I was thinking about today. And did any of it matter? No, but it was fun to talk to you. If you haven't registered for my Daily Dollar Daily Change, get on that and get subscribed. And then leave me some comments whenever. Talk to you soon.